Good morning, Enrico. New day, new learning. So I have something for you, but first, please tell me, how are you doing?
Ciao, Mace. I'm doing great. It's a great day. It's Friday. The weekend is just a couple of hours away from us. Can't wait
Mm,
to take time to enjoy my family solely.
lovely. I'm really glad to hear. And also, I have something special for you today because
Ooh.
I decided to share one of my biggest learning in terms of how to build a masterful self-discipline. Because I think you can agree with me that it's a lot of value when you are able to keep your resolutions and also achieve your goals. And this is something we are all talking a lot about, but actually it's super hard to do this. And this is not something everyone mentioned. So for me, one of the biggest obstacles for many years was just a perfectionist style of thinking. Like I either can achieve 100% or nothing. And today, just in a second, I will tell you one technique which definitely changed everything here. So the technique I called emergency provision, and it's one super simple yet incredibly effective solution to solve this binary thinking problem that I either achieve everything or nothing. So what is this emergency provision? It's a super simplified version of your original resolution. So something that is really very easy for you to keep. Like, let's think that you have some eating resolution because it's kind of popular. So let's say you decided, or I decided not to eat any sweets. And then I'm going to the party and there are sweets everywhere. So it's really hard to keep my resolution. And usually in the past, it works for me like, okay, I prevent myself until the first cookie or until the first chocolate or something like this. And once I hit this border, everything just fall down. Everything was allowed because I break my resolution either way. So why should I even care, right? It's like eat as much as I can. Next day I will feel terrible, but today I don't have any more resolution because I just failed. And how it's completely different when you have emergency provision, emergency resolution. Of course, you need to make it before you start testing yourself. So before the party, in this case, you should prepare something really easy to keep in terms of like emergency situation, which means that in terms you will not be able to keep your original resolution. So let's say that I can say myself, okay, if I will eat anything sweet, I will just go to the toilet and clean my teeth immediately. And since then, I'm okay. I'm just eating something sweet. Okay, it happens. But immediately, I'm just going to the bathroom and clean my teeth. And I'm done. I'm again on the party. If I eat something sweet again, I make my emergency provision. I'm doing this every single time. And this incredibly help you keep being on track. Because let's imagine that you are cleaning teeth after every candy that you eat on the party, then it's really hard to like do this 10 times in a row or something. And what is even more important is that you still have this feeling that you are succeeded, that you kind of keep your resolution, even if the simplest form, but still you are keeping something. It's not like you are completely out of the track and now you can do anything. Another part of it is emergency goals. So the same for the opposite thing. Let's say that I should make 10 series of push-ups or pull-ups this day. Usually it's really hard. So I try to put my goals pretty high because I know this is something which develops me. I also am an ambitious person and stuff like this. But sometimes in the middle of the day, I already know that I will fail. I will just not do this. It's a very hard day. I have a lot of duties. I will just not do this. In the past, I was thinking, okay, I can do this. So I will do nothing. I will try to find another day to make my workout. And usually, you know what happens then. You can't even find another day because you have, of course, another stuff, another workouts you should make, and it will never happen. But if you have some emergency goal, for me, it's usually like, okay, I will make at least half of my series. Then how easy it is comparing to the original one. Half of the series, why not? I should make it. But sometimes even this one is a blocker for me because I'm really tired. I'm usually making workout between my work, in short break, some workouts, returning to my work. But from time to time, I see that even this doesn't work. I have so busy day that no chance for that. But still, what I have like emergency goal for my emergency goal, which is, okay, let's make at least one series, at least the first one. And then always it is something you can do, unless you are, I don't know, super sick and don't just getting out of the bed. But other than that, you are always able to make one series. And you know what happens? Usually when you make the first series, it's way easier to make another one and another one. And then you see, okay, so maybe at least I will make half, right? So I'm with another goal. And very often when I make my emergency goal, which is half of the series, I started making next ones. And very often I finish with the whole goal achieved. So that's it. I can give you more and more examples. But to sum up, the biggest learning for me is that when you have some emergency resolution or emergency goals, this really helps you not lose too much, or at least achieve something. This encourages you to keep going even farther. This removes this binary trap that all or nothing. And this just supports you in building long-lasting habits and just more sustainable self-discipline, because you still think about yourself that you are a successful person, not thinking about yourself that I'm a loser, I make my goals and I never can keep them. No, it's okay. This is also the important point. If you make only your emergency goal or emergency resolution, be happy with that. Just celebrate like if you will finish everything. Be happy because still you're on track. That's it.
I think this is a great motivational tool. I love it. It remembers me of, I always had this kind of issue with the perfection, especially when dealing with maybe others. And somebody on the past teach me the good enough rule. Sometimes good enough is what you need to keep things forward. And this, I feel like it really relates to what you're saying. I set a goal, I can't reach the goal completely, I will go for what is good enough for me. And I love it. It's a great tool. Thank you for sharing it with me, Maciej. That was great.
My pleasure. The only one thing I want to add, because maybe I didn't say this explicitly, but it's also something we can use in our everyday work. You probably know this moment when you are finished working on one task and it's so hard to start with another one. So my learning here is, let's do at least something. Let's at least prepare the branch. Let's at least write the first filing test. And then once you start with this, it's way easier to start with something like this in mind than, I need to deliver another whole feature at once. Then you are usually easy to go with the rest of the code. And if not, it's okay also to finish here and say, at least I have something where I can start easily next time. So that's it.
Thank you. Great learning.
See you next time.
Ciao, Maciej.